So today I really want to talk about parenting. Parenting is so difficult. Like I know some people make it look easy. Like some people may have like easy kids, so you think like parenting is a breeze, but it's really like a full-time job. And what I hate to see is when couples break up either mid-pregnancy or within like that first 2 years of the child's life. And there's so many factors into the reason why, but a lot of it can be fixed with just partnership. That's really what it takes. Like two people have to decide, like it's us versus these kids, because that's really what it is. Like you can allow the kids to break you up, or you can be true partners and look at it as a task that you're tackling together, and you'll have a great partnership. And and I'm talking specifically to couples that are together, but this could also go for co-parenting relationships in some aspects. Um, but for the couples, it starts off when you all get pregnant. It starts off at those doctor's appointments. It starts off with the dad being present. It starts off with dad advocating for the mom at doctor's offices, asking questions, being there, like and then doing your own separate research. Like you have to know a woman and a woman's body and all the things that she'll go through to fully grasp what is really about to happen to her and to your relationship, because the things that are going to happen to her and her body, to her hormones. um I know a lot of men will, I hear the term like, man, she tripping. After she had the baby, she was tripping. No, her hormones are out of whack. Like she just grew a human inside of her, and now the human is gone. So it's going to take months, even sometimes up to, I think I heard up to 3 years for all of that, those hormones to settle back, and so she can become herself again. Like it takes a lot of love and a lot of patience. And if you don't have those things, it's probably likely that you're not ready to have kids, or that's really what it boils down to. Like you have to have a man that love and understands women in order for it to work. And the woman have to be emotionally intelligent enough to explain in those moments what is happening, so that the man don't take it so personal. So an emotionally intelligent man, if he sees that his woman is acting different, acting erratic, not like herself, he should be finding her mental health care. He should be calling the OBGYN and letting her know the things that he is seeing, so that she can get the proper help, instead of thinking that she's a bitch and leaving her alone with the baby, making things 10 times worse. So these are the things that have to be understood in order to let the relationship flow, allow your baby to be nourished without it wrecking your relationship. So again, it starts with being at those doctor's appointments, knowing who her primary doctor is, asking them questions, being present. You have to know what's going on. And then, all right, now the baby comes home. Now what? She has to take care of a child, and she has to heal her own body from surgery or childbirth. That's difficult. Like those first couple of months is so important for the health of the mom. Like as a good mom, you're always going to take care of a baby. Now this is where you need your partner to take care of you. So while you're putting 100% into the baby, you need a partner that's going to put 100% into you. So for the man at this point, this is where the selflessness comes in, because it's not about you right now. At this point, you're putting in some work that will allow some of your needs to not get met yet. So it could feel a little isolating in the beginning. So it's good to know that. But these are the things that you signed up for when you impregnate a woman. You're not going to be able to have sex right now. Her attention is going to be fully on the baby. So you could be feeling, I'm sure you'll be feeling left out and unloved in some areas. So your cup is going to have to be filled by being of service to your partner and to your baby. So your cup is not always going to be filled by receiving. This is the season for you to learn how to have your cup filled by giving, by being of service to your partner, to your wife, and to your child. So that's a different type of love and understanding. So men really, really practice that, like being of service. When she's feeding the baby, you make sure she's fed. Let that be your goal. All right. She's feeding the baby. Did she eat anything? Is she hydrated? She has to stay hydrated in order for her to produce the milk. So anytime she's feeding the baby the milk, you need to have a straw up to her mouth, and she needs to be drinking her water, her Gatorade, her coconut water. She needs to be nourished. Is she still taking her prenatal vitamins? This is your time. Like, she's taking care of your baby, and now she's your baby. So you take care of your baby. And I promise you, this is going to help her get back on her feet quicker, so that then she'll come back and take care of you. A man that properly cares for a woman during that child rearing, that childbirth era, will forever have her love and grace. Forever. There's nothing, there's nothing, once she healed, there's nothing that you're going to be able to ask for that she's going to say no to. We never forget how we were treated during pregnancy and during those critical first years of your child growing up. That's something that we'll never ever forget. So men, if you can practice just being selfless and learning how to receive your love by being a giver, that's going to do wonders. That's going to do wonders for your relationship. So again, while she's feeding the baby, you're feeding her. While she's laying down, while the baby's napping, all right, pick up around the house, toss the diapers away, wash the bottles. You're gonna spend majority of your time like washing bottles. Like, it's always gonna be something to do. Throw a little some clothes in the laundry, do the dishwasher, meal prep. Like, you want to do anything that's gonna take pressure off the mom, because as women we want to do everything, even though at that time we probably don't even have the mental or physical capacity to do it. We still want to try. So even if you see her trying, make her sit her ass down. It's not good for her health, her mental health, to still be trying to care for a household days after giving birth, days after having surgery. That's so dangerous. All right, so we discussed the during pregnancy things that can happen once the baby comes home. All right, so you're both home. Hopefully, men can take a little bit of leave. Men, really look into paternity leave at your job, to see like what's offered in your state. You may be able to get some time off, paid or unpaid. It really depends on your job. But anytime that you can take off to really be a true like two hands on, do it. Um all right, so the baby is home, mom is healing, you're helping around the house, you're feeding her while she's feeding the baby. Like, things are flowing. So probably around the 3-month mark, you may notice like a shift. Like, this is when you really need to be looking, because the hormones have crashed at this point. Like the hormones have done a major crash. So she still needs to be taking her prenatal vitamins. She still needs to be going back to her doctor. This is where she's going to go back to her doctor and get that first checkup, or maybe the second checkup at this point. I know the baby goes. No, I think, yeah. So this is probably when she's about to do her first checkup, like 6 to 8 weeks after having a baby. So this may bring up a lot of stress for her. This may bring up a lot of stress for her because now she got to go back to the doctor. She got to get undressed. She got to get on a scale. They got to check her body again. So especially if she gained weight, getting on that scale is going to be torture. So this is when you love up on her. Tell her something that you embrace. Tell her something that you love about her new mom body. Don't make it a big deal. Like rub those scars, rub that C-section scar. Like really, really, really love up on her. Because it's going to do wonders for her mental health and her snapping back. It's not going to make her want to stay that weight. So don't worry about that. She's going to want to look good for you because you're being such a good partner for her. She want to look good for herself. So yeah, that first appointment going back, if you can go with her, that'll be great. If not, make sure you call in to check in to see how it went. But it'll be good to see the questions that the doctor asks her, and you can chime in. Like the doctor's going to ask about her overall mental health. And if you notice that she may be off, that's your time to let the doctor know. Like, yeah, while she may say she's okay, I kind of notice that she's a little spacey. I notice that she's very cranky. I notice that she's very moody. Any small thing that you notice, say something. There's so many women that fall into like a deep depression. So many women that fall into postpartum depression, postpartum psychosis. And it's mainly because no one is watching, no one is paying attention, no one saw the signs because no one cared. Like everyone stops caring about the woman once the baby comes. So that's your job to still have your eyes on her. She's going to have her eyes on the baby 24/7. So your job is to have your eyes on her 24/7 because you need your partner back full 100% once she's healed. Because remember, you're in a season of serving, but we're all human. We want to also receive love and affection. It's now going to be time that she's cleared to have sex again. So all these things you need to be on your P's and Q's. Is if you're trying to get some again, this is what I need you to do. Because a lot of women are going to be nervous to get pregnant again. Like, that's traumatic. And you should be scared to get her pregnant again. I mean, unless that's what you guys want for your relationship is to have kids back to back. But you want a woman to properly heal first before. So, yeah, this is going to get you through it's going to get you through the pregnancy, and it's going to get you through that first visit back after she's had the baby. So the next topic we'll talk about is, all right, once the baby is here, how do we share household responsibility? She's going back to work, thinking about daycare, who's going to keep the baby? That's a whole nother level. But you can't get there until you lay that groundwork down of mom getting back to good health. Once mom is back to good health, then we can discuss that next level. So please, if you listen if you're listening to this, share this with someone that you know is about to have a baby. Share this with your homeboy. Like, so yeah, share this with any new parents, new dads, new moms, and just good luck to everybody on y'all parenting journey. It is really tough. But you got this, you can do this.